Hi guys, it's Jamila here from Slapp. Today I'm going to be doing a video on my favourite foundations of 2023. This is going to include tints, foundations and everything in between, so I'm just going to get into it. But if you haven't subscribed already guys, please subscribe. I'd love to have you in the Slapp family. And without further ado guys, here is the video. I'm feeling very fresh. I just washed my hair. I've got no makeup on. I'm feeling very fresh. I'm not actually feeling very glowy because I feel like I haven't slept enough recently, and I'm using a moisturizer that is not moisturizing enough, but I just bought it and I spent a lot of money on it, so I'm trying to use it. I was actually just going to do a video on the foundations that have launched this year, but as you guys know, I haven't actually filmed enough this year, so there aren't that many that were actually good. I think I've only got 3 foundations that launched this year that I really liked, which just felt like not enough for a video, so I'm going to include some of the other ones I use as well. 3 of my favourite foundations this year include 2 foundations and 1 tint, so I'm going to start with the 2 foundations. So they are the Makeup by Mario foundation. This is called the Surreal Skin Foundation. I got this in the shade 24N. It's a little bit on the rich side. I think I bought this in summer. The same for my other favourite foundation. I bought them both in summer, so we shall see as I start to lose my tan, as I get back to winter skin, kind of grey, non-illuminated skin. We'll see if I still can even wear these, but I really like this foundation. It's quite full coverage, but it does look quite natural on. It lasts a very, very long time. That's one of the things I really like about it. It looks very perfected, but it lasts a very long time, and it's a really good, like, proper foundation. It doesn't feel heavy, but it is hard-working foundation. It does what you want a foundation to do, but it doesn't feel heavy or cakey or anything. So I'm going to show you that on first. This is the Surreal Skin from Makeup by Mario in the shade 24N. Got enough good coverage to even out my skin tone, slightly cover my dark circle, and also give me a glow as well. So it's actually a really nice foundation. I forgot how nice this is. It's got a really nice glow, but it's not overly glowy, but it does have like a really decent coverage and really does even out the skin. So I like this foundation a lot. Colour isn't too bad either, not the best right now, but it's not too bad. On the other side, I'm going to show you guys the Glossier foundation. This is the Stretch foundation in the shade Deep 1. I was a bit concerned when I bought this in summer, in the depths of summer, that it was going to be a bit rich for me in winter, so we shall see. I have actually tried it recently and it is a little bit rich, but it's a really nice foundation. It's long lasting, it's hard working, it's got a really good medium coverage. So I'm going to give you 1 pump of this. So this is the Glossier one on this side. It feels a little bit more lightweight in coverage. It feels a little more like natural and lifelike. This one feels a bit more foundation-y, but not too foundation-y, which is one of the reasons I really like it. It's a very grown-up, good foundation. It does a good job, but it doesn't make you look too like flat. This one's really nice too, but it's a lot more natural looking. It's much more of a Glossier foundation, a Glossier take on a foundation. So next up, I'm going to be showing you 2 of my favourite tints. One that launched last year I really like for winter, which is why I'm including it in the earlier stages of this video. It's just a really nice, hyper glowy, very natural, very your best skin but glowier feel, and it's a tint. So I want to show you both those. The first one launched this year. It is the Hourglass Hydrating Skin Tint, Veil Hydrating Skin Tint. I really, really like this. It's gorgeous. The only reason I don't wear it all the time is because it's a little bit light for me. I feel like as it gets closer to winter, I'm going to be able to wear this all the time, which I'm very excited about. One of the other things I love about this is the packaging. It just feels so grown up. It's so hourglass. It's so luxurious. It's really, really nice. So I'm going to show you guys it on. It does look a bit lighter than it actually oxidizes to be. One of the reasons I really like this is it just gives my skin such a nice natural glow. It looks very healthy. It's just really, really nice and chill. As you can see, it has slightly evened my skin tone, especially around my dark circle and just where I do have a bit of discoloration. But it's very chill, but it's just really, really nice. I'm going to give you a quick close up. So on this side, I'm going to use the other favourite tint of mine for this year. It didn't launch this year, it launched last year, but it's a really nice tint. It is the MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint in the shade Deep 4. And I actually tried this in summer and it just felt way too glowy because I was so shiny from like the sun that it just was too much. But in winter, it's perfect, especially when my skin is dehydrated. So I really like this as a kind of winter skin tint that I can kind of wear to make myself feel more dewy. Both these have a really nice glow to them. This one's a bit more chill, this one's a bit more stroby, but both really, really nice. Different price points as well, so if you want like a kind of more affordable version of the Hourglass, then I would say this MAC one is a really good alternative. Not necessarily in summer, but throughout the year it's a really nice alternative. My favourite foundation this year, the one whenever I'm going to an event, whenever I'm having a full day out, and whenever I just want to know that I'm going to have something I can rely on, I use the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. As you guys may remember, when I tried this, I was just like, yeah, it's okay, it's fine. I mean, it's not that great. And I actually really love it. This is the second tube I've had and I feel like I'm already halfway through it. I use this literally religiously. I've got so many foundations in my collection and I don't go back to them all the time. I always go back to this one because I just know what the shade's like. I know how it wears throughout the day. I just know that it's going to give me really good skin and it's just going to make my life easier. So this is probably my favorite foundation of the moment. Even though like sometimes it's a bit rich for me, it works well because I always have a slightly lighter concealer anyway, but it's just kind of my go-to. I would be pretending if I said I wore anything else. I will try it next to the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in Macao. This is like one of my perfect skin tone shades, Macao, and also just a really nice foundation. It's pretty chill. It does a good job. It feels lightweight. It's just from a great brand, NARS. This NARS is very light reflecting. It gives a really nice illumination to the skin. It's a bit more lightweight, a bit more natural looking, but it is a nice foundation. couple of honourable mentions are the Very Valentino foundation in DR2. A really nice rich foundation, very dewy looking, very medium to full coverage, a proper foundation, really lovely foundation. Another honourable mention is the Hourglass Ambient foundation in the shade 15.5. I really like this. I think it's a tiny bit light for me, which is why I don't wear it all the time. It's much easier to lighten a foundation with concealer than it is to richen one with bronzer, so I only really wear this for like a month of the year when it's like quite cold and I'm quite pale. It's a really nice foundation. It's very full coverage, but in a really nice natural looking way. It's got a good glow. It gives like dewy skin, but it's like you're not seeing anything through it, which I really like. The number 1 de Chanel foundation in the shade BD121. This is similar in the sense it's a really nice dewy natural looking foundation, but it has a really decent coverage and I feel like you're not going to see anything through this either. It makes me look like I have perfect skin, but it's a tiny bit light for me as well. In terms of tints, the MAC Studio Radiance foundation or tint, I have this in C7, one of my favorites. It's very lightweight, but it does oxidize to a really nice kind of my skin, but slightly more like perfected. It is a proper tint. It's not gonna like do much in terms of coverage, but it's really nice. And last but not least, the apple of my eye, the Capture Total from Dior. I have this in the shade 5N. It does slightly oxidize to be my perfect shade. As you guys know, I've reviewed this multiple times. I absolutely love it. It's quite pricey, but it's a very nice anti-aging, kind of mature skin loving foundation, which I really like. It just gives you like perfected skin. It's kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury, but even better. It's just everything. I love it. But I have been using the Charlotte Tilbury this year and I do really like that one. So those are my favourite foundations of 2023. My favourite of the year is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. My favourite tint of the year is the Hourglass Veil tint. Both superb. Glossier and Makeup by Mary coming in at a close second for things that have launched this year that I've really liked in terms of foundation. I will be doing a roundup as always of my favourite products of the year. Anyway guys, I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for bearing with me as I've had a very terrible year of filming. I'm so sorry. Hopefully I can start to step it up. I'm trying to actually do 2 a month, which is bizarre considering I used to do 2 a week. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you haven't subscribed already guys, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the Slapp family. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you on